about that. You speak crazy all the time, and you never correct yourself, especially when it comes to the Lakers. Listen, did they look like a championship team? When their best player scores 10 points, I don't think that looks like a championship team. I'm worried about the gas tank getting empty on Mr. James. It's not a surprise. The Lakers didn't get the number 1 seed by accident. Okay, they won by almost 30 points. LeBron had 10 points in 26 minutes of work. AD was the hero. Okay, he needed to be. But it is now a 5-game series. Okay, we know that the Blazers expanded a lot of energy, a lot of emotion, probably the most out of any team in the bubble, the 8 games, the regular season games, plus the play-in game. They did not play well last night. Just like winning game 1 was 1 game, this is just 1 game. You know that Dame and CJ are not going to play as poorly as they did. Dame Dolla, he dislocated his finger. It doesn't matter. He's not going to make excuses. CJ has his back thing. Zach Collins has his situation. The Lakers are a deeper team. But I'll throw the question to Shannon. Do you actually see a championship being delivered to a guy who this gentleman, Alex Caruso, I'm telling you, he works as a Domino's pizza delivery man in the offseason. He's delivered me pizza during the pandemic. I'm telling you, do you actually see that guy bringing you a championship when you know big shots need to be taken? And AD, he looks great. But I ask the same thing like Charles Barkley. Does he have that dog in him? Can LeBron keep that battery in his back? And the question also, Shannon, LeBron James, how much gas does he have in that tank? He's getting old. The gray beard, it's happening.
But here's the thing. I think the mark of a really good team is when your best player doesn't play his best and you still find ways to win. Now, do you believe he'll just score 10 points with 6 rebounds and 7 assists moving forward? Or do you expect the LeBron James that has a 28-point average for a career in points in the playoffs? I expect to see, and LeBron hadn't played well since the restart, but I believe he will play better. And that's what's scary. The question is, can Dame average 40? Because that's what it's going to take. You make it seem like the Lakers have been playing great. They haven't, and they still found a way to win the ball game. And even though they shot the ball better last night, they can still shoot the ball better. They still missed a lot of wide open threes. But you keep saying, oh, it's only 1 game. It wasn't just 1 game when you was blowing up my text messages with all the memes. It wasn't just 1 game. Then now all of a sudden,
Sir, they made 14 threes. That's the most they've ever made in franchise history. The last time was 2010 when they did 13 threes. They're not going to shoot like that. That's never going to happen again.
But
they're not breaking that record.
Mike,
it was a blowout. They didn't have their energy. And I'm telling you right now, and I know you see it, Shannon. I know that you see it. You are the biggest LeBron James fan / cheerleader in the world. I am telling you, at some point, Father Time creeps up on everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's there yet, but LeBron James doesn't have that oomph that we're used to all the time. I don't think he could just turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off the way we're used to with him.
You're going to see it. First of all, the Lakers, when this 3-point revolution hit, they weren't even making the playoffs. So there was no need. How are you going to shoot playoff threes if you're not in the playoffs? And in 2010, they didn't have guys. That's not how they were built. They were built around Kobe and Pau Gasol and Andrew Bynum. They played inside out, but it wasn't inside out to shoot the 3. With that being said, don't you worry about how many threes we make. You just worry about dealing with AD and LeBron, because we come in tomorrow night and we're going to win again. Put something on it.
I'll put some sneakers on it. I'll put some sneakers on it. Let's do sneakers. Let's do some sneakers.
I won't take out from Craig's. I want you to send it to my house via DoorDash. Do that. Done. Listen, you know that the Portland Trailblazers are going to bounce back. This is a long and winding bubble. It is a long and winding bubble, and this series is just getting started. They got 1 day rest, and then they're bouncing back. And just like the Portland Trailblazers need to rest, LeBron James, the oldest guy on that team, he is the guy who needs the most rest. I don't know if he's got his special juices, vitamins, his blenders, and all that stuff that we're used to in Los Angeles.
but maybe he doesn't have access to all that stuff. I'm telling you, LeBron James is going to tank out during this playoffs. If it ain't the Portland Trailblazers, it's either going to be Utah or Denver. You're worried. I know you're worried. I see it. I hear it in your voice. Skip, am I right or wrong?
Well, you're right and you're wrong, because it's not the Trailblazers who are going to cause problems. It might be those other teams you just mentioned, and it will definitely be that other team living in the basement of Staples known as the Clippers. Michael, the Portland Trailblazers, emphasize trail because they were trailing the whole game last night. They're done. They just turned back into pumpkins. And what happened last night, to me, was highly unimpressive because it should have happened in game one. The Lakers should have swept the Trailblazers because they're just overachievers who had a magical underdog run, a Cinderella roll through the bubble. They kept winning cliffhanger games, and then they finally got to a real team, the Lakers, and they shocked the Lakers in game one, who had a 6-point lead with 7 minutes left, and they couldn't get it home. LeBron and AD, which often in fourth quarters stands for all done, couldn't bring that home against the worst defensive team in the bubble. Last night, you saw just how defenseless they were because Anthony Davis was getting anything he wanted at the rim in the first and second quarters. He destroyed them, and a lot of it was off follow shots, put back dunks, tip ins. He's just standing uncontested under the rim, scoring at will. That's who Portland really is. They got exposed last night. Now, Damian obviously has got an issue with his index finger of his non-shooting hand.
He will be fine, sir.
Okay, well, that's fine. but again, he got exposed last night. He shot 1 for 7 before he hurt his finger. 1 for 7 from 3 and had 18 points and a grand total of 1 assist. This is a flawed team, missing, obviously, several players, but they don't have Trevor Ariza. They don't have Rodney Hood. They don't have Collins. They're just, everybody said, this is the greatest 8 seed ever. Baloney. They're just a lucky 8 seed, and their time is up. They are done.
You know what, Skip? Have you not learned your lesson about the diligence and the heart of Oakland's finest? Have you not learned? Do you not think these guys are coming back? We know CJ and Dame are coming back. The little pizza maker could follow him around all game and do the number one rule. Alex Caruso's doing breaking the number one rule when it comes to playing defense. Keep your eye on the man and the ball. He's literally just keeping his eye on the man. That's how locked in he is to folling Dame Dolla. Do you think that little Alex Caruso is going to be able to stop Dame? And do you really believe KCP, Kyle Kuzma, Dion Waiters, and J.R. Smith are the guys? And I love Rondo, okay? But come on, this is not Isaiah Thomas of the Detroit Pistons. It's not Rondo of the Boston Celtics. He, just like everybody else, needs to get in shape. Okay, it's not like Rondo's been like this incredible thing even this season before the bubble. So Rondo come back, he'll bring some toughness, he'll bring some craftiness. But the Lakers are in trouble. And I'm telling you guys right now, maybe you could hook me up, Shannon. When they leave that bubble, and they're leaving that bubble
with the trophy.
Excuse me, that image. You know how we talk about the Last Dance and documentaries and historical images? That image of LeBron James with his glasses on and his shirt, and maybe I don't think he'll do like with his chest naked. When he's walking out of that bubble, packing his stuff, that will be the Last Dance, mi amigo. Oh, yes, and I would love to go down to Orlando to watch it, my friend. Please hook me up with tickets to that.
We're leaving with the trophy. And it just so happens that we're down in Disney, and Disney makes some great movies. It'll be a great movie that we're going to make. How we went in the bubble for 3 months and came out victorious.
When you leave
the final chapter,
you guys will be leaving that bubble before the championship trophy is polished up. You're not making it to the finals, mi amigo. And that image of him walking out onto the private jet, headphones on, sunglasses, that will be the last dance. And then it's over. Then it's over. And yes,